what precautions should be taken when carrying around an eyedropper pen? My Platinum Preppy eyedropper is a well-behaved thing, but my eyedropper converted Pilot Petite 1 seems to like leaking its ink. So it's going to really depend on the pen. I would say with any eyedropper converted pen, you should at least expect that there's a possibility it's going to leak. Okay, so whenever you're dealing with a large volume of ink, and I would consider a large volume to be anything over a milliliter, that's what I would consider to be a large volume personally. You have the potential for leakage, mainly when the ink level gets low and you've got a whole lot of air in the body of the pen with a little bit of ink. That's when you're going to be subject to the most burping and leaking and stuff like that, because the air inside there, if it heats up too much, either because you're holding it in your hand, you have it in your pocket, you know, you're moving, changing environments from a warm car to a cooler environment, or it's cold outside and you come inside and it's warm. If you're changing temperatures and stuff, that can change the pressure inside the pen and can cause ink to come out of the nib. That's usually where you have problems. If you've got a properly sealed pen, it may just leak into the cap and might not actually come out of the pen. But I'm not very familiar with your Petite, pen, but it may be that you're actually having leakage that's coming out of the body of the pen, in which case you want to make sure that you have an O-ring, if it's at all possible, on that pen, and that you're using silicone grease on the threads as your eyedropper converting that pen every time you fill it, because that silicone grease can move out of the threads once you unthread it. So every time you go to ink it up, put silicone grease back on the threads, put it back together. Those would be my suggestions. And if you do continue to have leaks, but you still want to carry it around as eyedropper, I would put it in like a small Ziploc snack bag or something like that, so that you can have it sealed up. And if it does leak, it'll be contained and won't get all over your purse or your pocketbook, your backpack, whatever it is.